So why do the people of Harris County get to pay for a lawyer for you when you get to play Xbox all day and do nothing? Mr. Uceda Zelaya. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir. Please don't say anything.
So, officers were dispatched to an assault in progress. Officers arrived at Oceanaria restaurant and spoke with a security guard who advised that they kicked the defendant out of the restaurant when it was closing. The defendant was intoxicated. Defendant's friend pushed a security officer, but he did not feel pain. The security guard observed the defendant drive away. Officers located a vehicle matching the license plate and description pulling out of the parking lot. Odor of alcoholic beverage, watery bloodshot eyes, and slurred speech were observed on the defendant. SFSTs were refused, sample was refused, and warrant was obtained.
Look to see if there are any prior DWIs.
I'll take a look right now. You see that?
There's just
Do you have any traffic infraction? Did you tell me that there was a traffic infraction?
There was not, Your Honor. They were alleging a ABI. The security guard was alleging an ABI. So I can reread it if you want. Officers were dispatched to an assault in progress. They went to the restaurant, spoke with a security guard who advised they kicked the defendant out because the restaurant was closing and the defendant was intoxicated. Defendant's friend pushed the security officer, but he did not feel pain. Security guard observed the defendant drive away. Officers located the vehicle, matching the license plate, pulling out of the parking lot, and that's when they conducted.
What assault are you saying that they were investigating? The one against the security guard?
Yes.
But there was no assault.
Well, it was a Class C because there was no pain.
If I may, Your Honor, I believe from the summation, it was that his friend was the one alleged to be the one to push the security guard. So I'm not sure why Mr. Uceda is involved.
Yes. Says Mr. Croker, which is the complainant, told officer that the defendant's friend pushed him, but Mr. Croker did not feel pain.
Oh,
Mr.
so the
Croker,
friend. So what? Why is there someone chasing after him? Why didn't they go after the friend?
Okay, so when I'm looking at the sworn statement, Your Honor, Officer J. Puente, which is the officer who ultimately pulled them over, observed the suspect's vehicle that matched the description of the vehicle, Mr. Crocker.
Because there, my curiosity is, was there a traffic infraction to legally stop him?
Right. But they're alleging failure to maintain a signal, failure to signal a lane change in their sworn statement here. I'm reading it word for word.
Okay. So then what happens after they pull him over and then?
Officer then conducted a traffic stop at the 11700 block of North Freeway, North Service Road. Officer identified the driver of the vehicle as the defendant. Officer Puente then observed the defendant to have an odor of alcoholic beverage on his breath, watery bloodshot eyes, slurred speech. Officer detained the defendant.
That's what I was curious about. That's what I was curious about.
Okay, and then he declined everything. So a blood warrant.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. You said I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with you on the DWI. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or any kind of dope, I will put you in jail. Do you have a valid Texas driver license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have valid liability insurance in your name?
Yes, Your Honor.
You sure? Because if you don't, I'm going to tell you that you may not drive. Aseguranza.
Yes.
En tu nombre.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sure.
Yes, Your Honor.
I want you to check before you leave here today, because if not, you may not drive. You can do it later. Yeah.
You're saying that you can't legally drive if you don't have a driver's license and you don't have insurance.
I do it. I do it.
In your name.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So no drinking, no drugs. You will be randomly tested. Are you a United States citizen?
No, Your Honor.
Are you in this country with or without permission? Understand, the more cases you pick up, the higher likelihood you have of that permission being revoked. You understand? I don't know if he understands.
Yes, Your Honor. I
Please.
understand. No more problem.
No more issues.
No more issues.
All right. I'll have you go to Victoria. We'll have you sign a reset. After that, you'll get with Jeremiah for your bond conditions, and after that, you'll be free to go. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. Would you prefer a translator? Porque tú tienes abogado, no tienes que regresar, pero tienes que mantener contacto con tu abogado. Si ella viene aquí y me dice que no puedes tener contacto contigo porque no estás, te voy a revocar la fianza y te voy a poner en la cárcel. ¿Entiendes, Méndez? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
That way.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
Page 15, Johnson Susan, come on up. Go ahead and sign it.
Levi, do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that.
I'm at school right now, and I was also injured.
You're what?
I was also injured, and I was in the hospital.
How?
I have a chronic situation with my body. So I have a chronic situation with my body.
Tell me about it.
I had a hospital bed, and I had an infection in my stomach. So I was in the hospital. I had my paperwork from the hospital here. And I was also injured in my shoulder.
What happened? You get shot?
I had got shot in my stomach.
Where?
So,
Finally caught up to you.
huh?
Finally caught up to you. Everything caught up to you. Mr. Richardson, how long have we been dealing with each other?
This has been over since 2015. I've just been having infections in my stomach. That's what happened.
When did you get shot?
2015, and the last time was 2019.
How is in you, if you got shot in 2015, since that time, you've picked up a criminal mischief, theft, felon in possession, interference, assault, PCS, assault, DWI, felon in possession, DWI, felon in possession, terroristic threat, felony assault, and now another gun case. I've never seen this. You've never told me about this at all. In the last 5 years, you and I have been dancing.
But a lot of them, Your Honor, were also dismissed. A lot of them were also dismissed, Your Honor.
How is it that this is the first time we're dealing with this issue now? You tell me about getting shot after all the stuff that you and I have been dancing for the last umpteen years.
But Your Honor, if you actually look at my medical records being injured, I spent a lot of time in the hospital and going through surgeries back to back, being incarcerated, and I have my medical reports right here.
Dave, will you refresh my memory? What happened in Mr. Ebai's case
He
again?
had a prior DWI that was dismissed, but he had another DWI in this court that was a conviction in 2023, January 2023. He was charged with felon possession of weapon, and I just emailed Pavel this will be indicted as a felon possession of weapon.
That's what I'm just,
We're just waiting for.
it's,
I was relying on other people, but I'm gonna have to indict it on my own. But I'm moving to trial tomorrow, so I can't do it.
where are you in trial? Here with us?
There's one left on the trial docket, Judge.
So since I'm in trial, I'm in a trial prep mode, but I do have a couple.
They hit you with another third degree now because of this. Don't say anything. Just don't. I will give you a lawyer today, Mr. Ebai, but it's over and over. It just, you can't expect good things when good things to happen when this behavior persists over and over and over. Deputy Simpson, you might give him an application, please.
A realistic timeline is probably some work in there.
So I would be on the lookout. It's a matter of time before they hit you with a felony warrant, Mr. Ebai. So be on the lookout. I'm ordering you now as the condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand? Correct. You're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon, but you were a convicted felon. You're not supposed to have a gun. You're not supposed to have any weapons. Do you mind filing those conditions, Dave, please? No weapons.
Yes, Judge.
And let me ask you this, was he also driving at the time with this case?
For his charge, Judge, he was, yes, Judge.
You don't have a license, a Texas driver license, do you?
Give me my own, I'm on condition every time saying no driving. No.
Okay, all right. Don't drive. Above all else in your life, do not drive. All right.
Looks like you signed those conditions, Judge.
Yeah, I see it. I just saw it. Okay. He's good to go with you, Deputy Simpson.
Page 10,
It just
Espinosa.
clicked when you told me. It just clicked. I don't know why it didn't click earlier. The mics are running slow today.
I was trying to figure out if he's 25 to life, and it looks like he's not. He has one state jail.
How many pen trips you got?
He's got two. Well, no, one.
What if he's-
One's the state jail and one's the.
So yeah, he's a 15 to life then. Okay, Connor, you ready?
I'm approaching an Angel Pena,
Okay,
in custody. I'd spoken with his mom, and I looked at the GPS records that he was violated for. That address is the parking lot of his apartment complex. And the violations were never for more than 10 or 15 minutes. He's told me that's him going to the parking lot or getting something from his car and then going back to his apartment. We talked last week about possibly letting him out today. If that's not a possibility, then we'll have to do something else.
I'll defer to the court. I do recall the defendant saying on here that he was going to the parking lot. So that does look consistent, but,
Steve, do you mind bringing out Angel Pena, please? Thanks. So family was unable to post it, huh? How many times have we put him in jail? Was this the first time?
So this is my first case with him. You had mentioned there was some history, but this is.
No, yeah, we have a lot of history.
That's
I
the
mean,
first
for
time.
our case, it's the first time?
Yes.
Okay. I'll give him one more chance. Okay, he's been in jail for now, what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
I think it's,
It's been at
a
least
little
2
over a week. I think it was not last Friday, but the Friday.
10 days.
Okay, we'll see if you got his attention. If not, then I'll revoke it next time and then it'll be a permanent stay. So we'll see if we got his attention. Victor.
So he's keeping him pure amount.
He's going. Can I take my back? He's just gonna yell at him first.
Should you want me to just file these or?
One of you, the judge, and see if the judge wants to bring him out to.
Oh, this one.
That can just go. I don't need a copy. That's just.
No,
That.
I'll match.
Mr. Pena, Your Honor.
How's jail? So the question is, did we get your attention? You say yes. The reality is, did we really get your attention? Because, Mr. Pena, you and I have gone and done this over and over and over. I'm not gonna play with you again. Your lawyer has asked me to let you out. You now know your bond is but a meager 5,001. There is no one in this world who is going to make it for you. So anytime you go unless Harris County is foolish enough to give you a PR bond, which we now are not, you will be stuck in jail if you ever violate. I told him that, Mr. Carmen, that this is your first time violating with us on this case here. I'm going to reluctantly let you out. But if you so much as do one thing wrong, I don't give a rat's behind what it is. I'm gonna string you up in jail faster than you can even say the word jail. Do you understand? I don't care. When I mean curfew, that means your house. It doesn't mean parking lot. It doesn't mean girlfriend's house. It doesn't mean Grandma Cleopas who lives on the other side of the tracks. It means your house. If you ever violate me again, I'm gonna get it to you so hard, your head's gonna spin. You understand? No weapons, no dope, and you must be home by 7. Not 7:01, not 7:26. You will never get another chance from me, Mr. Penny. Do you understand? Okay, you shall see. If history is any indication, it's but a mere week and a half to 2 weeks before we will see you again. Prove me wrong. Now, one more question. What are you going to do with yourself when you're out?
I'm gonna try to get a job and finish my online school.
You need to do something, because when you have too much time on your hands, you become self-destructive. You need to find something to occupy your time, whether it's getting a job or getting into school full-time. And I'm now making that also a bond condition for you. You must get a job full-time or get into school full-time. I'm not gonna let you do nothing the whole time and let you destroy yourself. So I want you back here in a week. I'm gonna let you out today. I want you back here in a week and show me what you have done to get a job or get into school. If you've done nothing in a week, then look forward to staying with me. You understand? Great. Okay, Mr. Penny. Thanks, Hunter.
PR bond or reinstatement?
I don't care. It's one and the same.
Figure out so I know which way to direct them.
Reinstate, that's why it's less work for Jeremiah.
Thank you, Judge.
Pena. Hey, we need to modify conditions to make either full-time job or, and also GPS upon release.
Key things. What you can answer.
Because
Espinoza, statement.
Espinoza, do you have a lawyer today? Tell me what you're doing about that.
Well, I called a couple places, but I don't really got the money for it. I'm not working or nothing.
I'm not.
Well, really, it's transportation, but I've been searching and getting like over the phone interviews and not getting calls back. But I've been trying to get one though.
People aren't going to come to you looking. You're not a king, man. They're not going to come to you to give you work. You got to go look for it. Just because you ain't got a ride doesn't mean that you can't work.
Yeah, I've been calling a lot of people.
Look at this temp. Perhaps you can get work at a temp agency. But how are you surviving now?
My people.
So why do the people of Harris County get to pay for a lawyer for you when you get to play Xbox all day and do nothing?
Play no game.
So what do you do all day?
Try to figure out how to get some money for my daughter.
Man, you got a kid and you're not working.
If I had to sell my game just to pay for diapers and wipes and stuff, I do contribute and
You don't contribute
Hell.
anything, man.
pay
Get real.
for my daughter's things.
Kids need food, they need clothes, and they need a father. And you're not doing any of those things, Mr. Espinoza. Get a job. Kids need to eat. They don't wait. They need food now. I'm now making it a condition of your bond for you to get a full-time job. If you don't, you're gonna be working with me. You understand? It's not gonna go well for you, Mr. Espinoza. I want you back here in 2 weeks, showing me what you've done to get a job. I want to see applications in, and I want proof, not your word, because I don't take your word. You ain't got proof, things are gonna go real bad for you real quick. Do you understand?
Your Honor, if I may. I'd like to move for another bond condition. We received a notice that this defendant was attempting to purchase a firearm while having an active MOA. It wasn't enough to charge him at the time, but he was attempting to purchase the firearm. And so I want to add no conditions or no contact conditions with any location that sells firearms.
It was because I had pawned it.
Stop. Don't, because you're only gonna get yourself in more hot water.
It was the deadline.
Stop. Where did he go to buy this gun, allegedly?
It's gonna take me 30 seconds for me to look at it.
That's great. You're able to tell that he was trying to get a gun, huh?
We get a flag.
And your money, your money.
I won't be able to have it today, but if he is returning in 2 weeks, I should be able to tell you by then. I don't have the report number to pull it up, but I can reach out to intake and figure out where it was.
I'm trying to explain that.
Hey, so here's the deal. I'm putting him under bond conditions, no dope, no alcohol.
My only additional condition was any location that sells a firearm so that he doesn't attempt to purchase another firearm.
Let's do this. I'm sending you for a drug test right now. I want to see what's in your system. Let's see why you're not working. You've been smoking dope all day. We'll see. Take your seat for me in the jury box, Mr. Espinoza. Who's next? Someone call you up.
Sir, I have to use the restroom.
Hold on. What are we doing with?
Bottom of page or top of page 20, Oliveras.
Yep. What are we doing with Mr. Olivares? Hey, what are we
He
doing?
went to get drug tested, came back and come in the box.
Just take a seat. Give us a second.
Yeah, but
He tested positive for cocaine.
Yeah, that was it, yeah.
I thought it was, that was,
No. That dude just checked it. Like, just checked in the ticket.
Stephen back there?
yeah, for us, everything's on here.
Come up.
Johnson Council.
You just tested positive for cocaine again.
Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye now. No. It's okay. It's okay. What did I ask you not to do? Not what did I ask you? What did I order you not to do when you got arrested here? You should, because you signed paperwork to the effect. think?
Shit, not to do drugs, not
Right.
to go to-
There you go. That's using the noggin. You tested positive for dope. What happens when you violate conditions?
I don't know, but I stopped smoking like 3 weeks ago already.
Really? If you lie to me, Mr. Espinosa, I'm gonna light you up.
I've been actively looking for a job.
That part, I don't believe.
I heard you asked my mama.
Can you reach out to the MAC for Mr. Espinosa? We need to get this gentleman a lawyer because Mr. Espinosa, things are not going well. When did he sign the bond conditions that he was not to use alcohol or any kind of dope?
That was March 8th.
Take a seat for me in the jury box. Please reach out because. Hey, Michael.
Judge, how are you?
You've got a kid that's got issues. We sent him on his way now because I didn't know that you were going to be here.
Oh, okay.
Asked him to come back tomorrow.
Okay. That must be, is that Sebastian Espinosa?
That's right. So he's got a BVR and that he's smoking dope, testing positive. So I'd like to address it with him and you tomorrow. And then, yeah, just whenever. Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On March 2nd, 2025, the officer observed a black Dodge Charger run the red light at a high rate of speed at Victory Drive in Harris County, Texas. A traffic stop was initiated, and the officer asked the defendant to roll down all windows due to the dark tint on the vehicle. Upon approaching the defendant, the officer observed there to be an unholstered black Glock 9mm handgun in plain view on the passenger seat, and there was an unfired cartridge inside the chamber of the firearm and also an extended magazine inserted into the mag well. The defendant is 19 years old.
Okay, Mr. Simon, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to be in possession of weapons. You understand?
Sure.
If I find that you have a weapon, I will revoke him and put you into custody. He was a driver, correct?
Yes, Judge. He was a driver.
Can you check his license, see if he has a valid license, please?
All right, Your Honor.
You're not allowed to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name. You must have car insurance. If you do not have both, then you're not allowed to drive. Do you understand? That is also a condition of your bond. Now, you've got a lawyer. He'll take care of you. I'll waive your appearance, but you stay in touch with them and they'll tell you when you have to come back to court.
I'll worry about it.
Great. I'll have you sign a receipt with Ramona. We'll have you take a seat while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it and then you're free to go.
Sure.
Ramona, did you want to say something?
Judge had states bond.
States, yeah. Yeah. Okay, please, that way.
Judge,
Good morning, Mr. Olvera. Sir, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're also charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the gun case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. On the DWI, you're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 28th, 2025, the officer, while on patrol, observed a black Camry driving north on a south-only street at the 1700 block of Durham Drive in Harris County, Texas. A traffic stop was initiated, and the officer made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle. The officer observed an odor of an alcoholic beverage and bloodshot eyes. The defendant stated he was coming from a housewarming where he consumed one alcoholic beverage, a 12-ounce Modelo, about 2 hours prior to the traffic stop. The defendant stated he did not know he was driving the wrong way, and standard field sobriety were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 1 out of 8, one leg stand 1 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and refused to supply a specimen. The defendant's motor vehicle was searched incident to arrest. The officer located a loaded Glock handgun found in the center console, and a blood search warrant was signed and executed.
All right, Mr. Oliveira, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run him to see if he has any prior DWIs?
No prior, his license is eligible.
All right, I am ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, your bond will be revoked. You will go into custody. Do you understand? Do not pick up any new cases. Don't be in possession of any weapons. If you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but you must stay in touch with them. For now, I'll have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. You'll get with Fleischer for your bond conditions. Then after that, you're free to go. Be careful. Don't be a danger to my community. Do you understand? Yes or no? Okay. All right. Thanks. Take care. You are Mr. Gurley?
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 27, 2025, at approximately 11 p.m., the officer observed a vehicle repeatedly fail to drive in a single lane, nearly striking 2 other vehicles as well as the inner curb. A traffic stop was initiated. The officers made contact with the defendant, the driver of the vehicle, and observed slurred speech. DWI task force officer arrived on scene and made contact with the defendant, who had just exited the vehicle, and observed a visible loss of balance, red glassy eyes, speech, and an odor of an alcoholic beverage. The defendant stated he believed he was on Gulf Freeway and El Dorado Boulevard when he was in fact far away from East Sam Houston Parkway and Genoa Red Bluff Road. The defendant admitted to coming from a business meeting where he consumed 2 old fashions and standard field sobriety were conducted. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 8 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The DIC was read and the defendant refused to provide a specimen. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
May I address the court on that, please, Your Honor?
Sure.
So in terms of, the accuracy, I guess, of the DIMS report and the accuracy of the summary here, I take great affront with what the police officer alleges here. We do have the video cameras right now. We have the dash camera video that shows that what the police officer is alleging is not nearly what actually happened out there at the scene. As he approached the vehicle, we can see when the dash camera kicks on, he's in excess of 1,000 feet away. So it's not like he's been following him for a long period of time and that there would have been a lot covered before the camera kicked on. But there's not even 2 vehicles anywhere near the vicinity that he could have even possibly nearly run into. There's only 1 vehicle and he's within his lane and he isn't nearly striking that vehicle. As far as what actually leads to the stop, we see in the video that
I can't get into the video. Now, this is a probable cause hearing, and I have to give them the opportunity to respond. I can't imagine that they've already seen the video.
Sure. So I've addressed these issues with the state thus far, and I know that they've set it for a state eval to evaluate these cases. I just personally have an issue, and I've had some experiences where police officers lay out what's obviously valid probable cause for this purpose, but is not accurate.
Mr. Stewart, I'm happy to set it for like a formal probable cause hearing in like a week where we give them time to look at the video, research case law, due diligence. But here now, when you start getting into video, you start getting into evidence, I can't possibly, I need to give them time.
Yes, sir.
Because it's only fair.
I understand. So I understand that the 4 corners of the DIMS and what the state has alleged here certainly constitutes PC. I understand.
Sure. I mean, we have, weaving, justifies the weaving by saying he's almost hits this and there. As a practical matter, theoretically there's probable cause. As a practical matter, is it beyond a reasonable doubt?
Sure.
Maybe not. I don't know. But we can always set up for a hearing and I'm always ready to do it, but I got to give them time.
Okay.
You know?
So I'll allow the state to do their eval that we've discussed this morning. I spoke to Ms. Balance about that this morning. And maybe that resolves this and maybe we don't need to have any kind of hearings or.
And I'm happy to give you whatever date you want. If you want to do a week, 2 weeks, as long as you're okay with it and however long you want to.
Absolutely, Judge. We would just need to speak to the officer and do.
Sure.
Sure.
Right. Okay.
So if we want to do a couple of weeks, could we waive Mr. Gurley's appearance at that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But I have to do conditions. Now, did you say, look up his NCIC, any prior?
And his license eligible, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Gurley, for now, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward. I am ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, unprescribed controlled medication. You will be randomly tested. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, then I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand?
That's right.
You're not to do anything don't pick up any new cases. Don't be a danger to my community. I'm not asking for much. I just want my street safe. That's it. I'll have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. You'll get with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and then after that, you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Whatever date you want, credit.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Have fun, guys.
Good morning.
Mr. Menchu, you're charged with driving while intoxicated.
Acabo de manejar ebrio.
You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Una multa de $2,000.
You're going to do probable cause.
Causa.
You have the right to remain silent.
El
Anything
silencio
you say can or will be used against you.
será usado en su
You have the right to have an attorney present.
tener un abogado
If
presente
you cannot afford one will be appointed to you.
para.
Yes, Judge. On March 1st,
El 1 de
2025,
marzo de 2025,
the officer was
el
dispatched to a
oficial
major
fue despachado
crash
por un accidente grande
on Ella Lee
en
Lane
Ella Lee
in
Lane,
Harris County,
en el
Texas.
condado Harris, Texas.
The witness
El
stated
testigo declaró
he heard a
que él
loud
oyó
crash
un choque
coming from outside his
venía
residence
de afuera de
and
su
observed the
residencia y
defendant's
observó el
vehicle
vehículo del
crashed
acusado
into a blue Subaru.
estrellado contra un
The witness
Subaru azul.
observed the
El
defendant
testigo
sitting in the
observó
driver's
al
seat
acusado sentado
of
en
a
el
red
asiento del
Toyota
conductor de
Corolla
un Toyota Corolla rojo
and removed the
y
keys
se movió las
and
llaves
smelled an odor of an
y olor-
alcoholic beverage
el olor de una bebida
and bloodshot
alcohólica
eyes.
y los ojos rojizos.
The officer observed an
El
odor of an
oficial
alcoholic
observó
beverage
un olor de
bloodshot
bebida
eyes,
alcohólica, los ojos
and
rojizos
slurred speech.
y el habla afectada.
The defendant
El
stated
acusado declaró
he
el
had
acusado
consumed
declaró
4
que consumió
margaritas
4 margaritas
and standard field sobriety tests were
y en las
conducted.
pruebas de campo.
HGN 6 out of 6,
HDN 6 de un 6,
walk and turn
caminar
8
y
out of 8,
voltear 8 de un 8,
one leg stand 4 out of
una pierna
4.
4 de un 4.
The defendant did not
El
consent to
acusado
breath
no dio
and a
permiso
blood
para su
warrant was
aliento,
signed and executed.
fue ejecutado una orden.
Mr. Menchu, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Any prior DWIs and a license?
No prior, Your Honor, and there's no license on file.
Mr. Menchu,
Señor Mancho,
I don't know what your immigration status is,
los
but
migratorios,
if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail
la
and
cárcel,
immigration finds you because they sweep it on a daily basis, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until this case is over with.
caso
And then you will be shipped off to immigration. Heed this warning. You will not get another.
me van a
I
dar
see it happen every day where people get ICE hit detainers and they sit in custody for 6 to 9 months.
bajo custodia.
I'm now putting conditions on your bond. If you violate these conditions, then I will put you in jail. The first condition is you are not to drive.
No puede
If you
manejar.
do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, then you're not allowed to drive. I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't care if there's a burning building and you have to save 50 people, babies, whatever.
Es lo que sea.
Do not drive. The next condition is you're not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I will randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol
Consumió alcohol
and or
o
illegal drugs, likewise, your bond will be revoked. It will go into custody.
fianza, que se lo vamos a
Pre-trial services is going to call you to go take a test. If you fail to show up for the test, then a warrant will issue for your arrest.
dar una orden de arresto.
Do you understand what's expected of you?
Yes.
You get no more warnings. If you don't believe me, ask Marcos. He'll tell you good and well.
José Marcos le dice,
For now, I will have you come up to us here, swear to us that you're not going to drive.
y te va a jurar que
I will get you to Ramona where you will sign a reset. After that, you will get policia for your bond conditions,
Después de eso,
then you're free to go.
es de fianza, entonces lo
Thanks,
puede.
Marcos. Okay, take,
Judge, we,
you were Rachel Herrera. Ms. Herrera, you were charged with theft. You were facing up to 6
hasta
jail
6 meses en la
and
cárcel
$1,000 fine.
de $2,000.
We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent.
Silencio.
Anything you say can or will
Lo que
be
usted
used
diga,
against you.
hay poderos usado, ser usado en
Can
tu
we also
contra.
do the other one as well? You might as well.
it's a BWI.
It's okay.
Sure, okay, Velasquez. And Judge, that one's on page 17.
Got it.
Buenos días, señor. This is intérprete. Por favor, conteste todo a voz alta.
Both of you are charged with criminal cases. We are going to do probable cause on each of your
Cada uno
cases.
de sus casos.
After that, we will determine whether we will do bond conditions. Each of you have the right
Cada
to
uno
remain
tiene el
silent.
derecho a tener silencio.
You have the right to have an attorney
El derecho a
present.
un abogado
If
presente.
you cannot afford one,
Solo un abogado, uno se le nombrará.
let's start with Ms. Herrera.
Yes, Judge.
Empezando con ella.
On March 1st,
El 1 de marzo
2025,
del
the officer
2025,
made
los
contact
hicieron contacto
with the suspect and
con la
complainant inside a
persona que
JCPenney's
estaban
loss
con
prevention office.
JCPenney.
The loss prevention team provided all information needed to place the suspect in custody.
Y en la
The
sospechosa tenía la persona bajo
complainant and loss
custodia.
prevention team
El equipo de
advised
prevención
they observed the
dijeron que
suspect
observaron a
on
la
CCTV footage
sospechosa
select
en
multiple
la
items
cinta,
on the store
poniendo
floor
múltiples
before
artículos
entering the dressing room
antes
with
de
a
entrar al
backpack
salón
she
de
brought in. The suspect
cambio
then
de la
exited the dressing room
mochila que
without any
tenía.
items.
Entonces
The
salió
dressing
de
rooms
sin
were swept by
artículos.
loss prevention before
Miraron
and
el
after, occupied by the
salón
suspect,
de
and the suspect exited all points of
ella salió
sale
de
without
todos
attempting to
todos
purchase.
los puntos
The
de
total
venta sin
amount was
tratar de pagar.
$203.
La cantidad total fueron $203.
Going, did they find something else? Because it looks like she picked up a second case as well.
Furthermore,
Dice,
when
además,
they took her to Humboldt jail,
además, cuando
during
llevaron
a
a
search
la
at the
cárcel,
jail,
ambos
the staff found folded dollar bills in the defendant's jacket
encontraron
pocket,
dólares
which contained a
en el
white powdery
bolsillo
substance identified
de
as
la acusada que
cocaine,
tenía,
weighing
se
0.16
identificó como
grams.
cocaína, que pesaba punto
Ms.
5
Herrera, I'm going to find that
gramos.
there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case.
Para seguir haciendo
I'm ordering you as a
paso.
condition of your bond not to consume
Yes.
alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, then I will revoke your bond, put you in jail.
Revocar tu fianza, lo pongo en la cárcel.
You're also ordered not to go back to any JC as
Regrese a
well.
ningún JCPenney's.
Okay, so let's start on Mr. Velasquez now.
Velasquez, yeah, yeah.
Mr. Velasquez, you are charged with driving while intoxicated.
Ebrio.
You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine.
Yes, Judge. On March 1st, 2025, the officer responded to a loud music complaint from a vehicle at Main Street, South Houston, in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the defendant, who displayed slurred speech, a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, and very poor balance. Standard field sobriety tests were administered, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 5 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The defendant consented to breath with results of 0.142 and 0.139.
Is he listening to music while being Hispanic? Really?
So that was the basis of the stop, was the loud music, and that's when they approached the vehicle.
You never even said that he was driving.
And that's all there is, Your Honor.
Was he driving?
He was in the vehicle, but we don't have, and Your Honor, we understand, yes, there's nothing in the DMs. We don't have that information, Judge, so we understand if you find a PC.
Mr. Velasquez, I'm going to find that there's no probable cause to go forward with your case. You know, you need to be very careful, especially if you're not in this country with permission. There are a lot of people here when they go to jail and they don't have permission to be in this country. Immigration sweeps it on a daily basis, every 4 to 6 hours, you know? And if they find you in custody and you're not here with permission, they'll put a detainer on you and you'll be stuck in there for who knows how long. I don't know what your status is, but be very careful how you act. You understand? All right, please take a seat for me, sir. I've placed conditions on your bond, ma'am. If I find that you violate these conditions, I will put you in jail. I will protect my community at all costs. It doesn't matter to me what's going on.
Lo que está
Do
sucediendo.
you understand?
¿Entiende?
So do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, or would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer,
Tiene
ma'am?
nombre de un abogado de planta.
Okay. So, if you're going, we'll give you an application. I'll have you fill it out and then I'll take a look at it. For now, I'll also have you sign a receipt with Ramona. You will get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box, ma'am.
Eso para las condiciones de fianza, siéntese.
She's being monitored.
I appreciate the effort, Judge.
Okay, Colin, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Super.
So you're saying that there's a problem with the occupational?
No, there's no problem at all, Judge. I got him and he has a 2-year suspension for an ALR. I got that. I got an occupational license for him in November. He pled to a DWI first in December and then met with his probation officer in January. She's decided that she is a license guru and that his occupational license needs to be signed by you. There is no suspension coming from you, Your Honor. He's on
Right, I didn't
probation.
suspend it.
No, and all he has to do is the DWI education course, and there will be no suspension from you. So she has wasted his time, your time, the CLO's time, and I'm sorry for being here to even bother you. He has no other issues at all. He just started. But he had to take time off work to come here and deal with this because she ordered him.
You didn't represent him on the initial case, did you?
No, Judge, I did not.
It was someone else.
It's George rule.
I remember.
They just want to make sure that occupational is appropriate.
There's absolutely no reason why you need to admonish him, Judge. He's on probation.
I'm not going to. I won't.
I know.
I won't.
I know. I appreciate it.
Do you want, what do you want me to run?
That you approve for him to use it, or I can just have him sign it.
And Judge, I don't want to waste your time or the CLO's time. If I can email her personally, and I will CC you and the CLO to let her know what you say about this.
Please include the state, so it's not ex parte, okay? Include the state for whatever, though.
I'll include the state, but it is an ex parte situation, so I mean, I guess it's
Okay, I
probation,
put I approved it, Colin. So.
Okay. I appreciate it, Judge.
Okay, man.
Hey,
He's here. Do you want me to let him go?
Yeah, if we could.
Shatori's going to talk to him real quick.
Okay. Hey, I speak in dichos a lot too. So how do you say? ¿Cómo se dice stuck like Chuck?
In what? In Spanish?
In español.
I don't know. That's why we got translate, you know?
Good deal. All right, Judge.
All right, take care, man.
You too. Have a good weekend.
Judge, I know you told James Pond that you were going to give a PR bond to Alicia Rice, but she had already received a GOB and court. She's only being held on a motion for revoke parole. It's a whole.
Then leave it. Then there's no need to do a PR bond. If she got a.
It's just a parole.
Right. Okay. No, you're right. Is James here or no?
He walked out before I could tell him.
Okay. All right, Ramona, you ready?
Yes, Judge.
Let's roll.
Bird on page 1 on page 1, sorry.
Courtney Bird, come up. Mr. Bird, you're charged with 2 cases. You're charged with reckless driving and unlawful carrying of a weapon. On the reckless driving, you're facing up to 30 days and or a $500 fine. And on the gun case, you're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On March 1st, 2025, at approximately 1:18 a.m., the officer observed a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed, and the officer had to drive in excess of 130 miles per hour.
130?
Yes, Judge. And the vehicle exited from the highway, and the officer paced the vehicle bumper to bumper between 100 and 105 miles per hour. The vehicle was changing lanes and driving around vehicles that were traveling at the posted speed limit of 45 miles per hour. The officer caught up to the vehicle to get a closer read and paced the vehicle again at 92 miles per hour. The vehicle drove through a stale red light without stopping and into the intersection at 51 miles per hour. A traffic stop was conducted, and the defendant stated he was driving that way because he was on his way to his baby mama's house and that she wanted to go to the doctor. The defendant stated that he may have outstanding traffic tickets. The officer asked the defendant if he had any guns in the vehicle, and the defendant stated he did not. The defendant was arrested for reckless driving, and an inventory search of the vehicle was conducted, and the officers located a loaded semi-automatic gun found between the driver's seat and the center console. The defendant stated the firearm belonged to his girlfriend, and the defendant made further references and threats towards the officer.
You understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public at all costs. And if that means putting you in jail and making your bond sky high, I will do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand? You are not allowed to drive, and you will be signing an affidavit with me today, promising me you're not going to drive. If I find that you do, I can have a contempt hearing every single time you drive. It's an offense in and of itself. Do you understand? And finding that there's probable cause to go forward on the reckless driving in addition to the gun case. You're also ordered not to be in possession of any weapons as well. If I find that you have a weapon, you pick up a new case, violate conditions in any way, I will revoke your bond on both cases, put you in jail, no more PR bonds. Do you understand? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? You work these. What do you do with yourself these days?
I just lost my job due to this case.
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application. Deputy Rand is going to give you an application. I'll have you fill it out. I'll take a look at it. Keep my county safe. Do you understand? Come on.